Here we have an electric toaster. A resistance of 10 ohms, operates from a 120 volt supply. Now the appliances on your kitchen counter, that's very common to have 10 ohm heating elements in them. And you see that, you see why in a second when we do the calculation. Find the cost to operate the toaster for 5 hours per month if energy costs $0.135 per kilowatt hour, or 13.5 cents per kilowatt hour. You might recognize that number 13.5 as what the Newfoundland government is telling us, that they're not allowing our cost of electricity to go above, right? 13.5 cents. I think we're just under that now at 13.42 or something like that, right? And so we want here to calculate the cost of energy. And so first thing we got to do is find energy. And so remember that we said energy is equal to power times time. And our energy got a unit of kilowatts. Kilowatt hours. So what that means is that our time needs to be converted to hours and our power to kilowatts. Okay, so the power of that toaster we can calculate as V squared divided by R, because that's the two numbers or two quantities we've been given. And we have then 120 volts, and we want to square that and divide it by the 10 ohms of the heating element, and you'll see then that the power is equal to 1440 watts, and so we see that number right there show up again. And so a 10 ohm heating element produces 12 amps in the circuit and 1440 watts, and that's pretty much the limit, the safe limit as suggested by the Canadian Electrical Code. Okay, so we want to write it as kilowatts, and so that means that we're going to divide it by 1,000, right? Multiplied by 1 kilowatt over 1,000 watts. Watts cancels, we're left with kilowatts. And so now, you know, our metric prefixes and so on, engineering notation stuff, you know, you should be able to do that relatively quickly. But 1.44 kilowatts. And that should be a lowercase k. I got an issue with that. Now, the next thing we want to do is find our time in hours. So 5 hours per month. Okay, so that's easy. So now let's think about the energy then. The energy is a monthly cost now. A monthly energy rate. And our energy will be power multiplied by time. And we have then, make that an X probably there. I don't know where the dot came from. That. And so we have 1.44 kilowatts multiplied by 5 hours. So our energy usage per month for the toaster, assuming that it's on for 5 hours in the month, which is a few minutes a day, I guess, on average, we got that number calculated out, 7.2, and now our unit is kilowatt hours, kWh. So the cost now, if you want to write a formula for cost is equal to the energy usage multiplied by let's say the price per kilowatt hour. And you know, when it's one appliance like that on for a few hours a month, probably better off doing your cost in cents as opposed to dollars, and you know, it don't really matter, I suppose. our energy was 7.2 kilowatt hours, and we want to multiply that by 13.5 cents per kilowatt hour. And so our unit of kilowatt hours then cancels, right? And when we multiply that out, 7.2 times 13.5, and we round it to two significant digits, 97.2 cents. And that is, of course, remember, this was energy, monthly energy usage, so it's 97.2 cents per month. And so less than $1 a month to operate the toaster for 5 hours, basically. All right? And so, that's kind of reasonable. And if you want to write it, of course, in terms of dollars, it would be $0.972 per month. Okay, so